Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again, and I've got Grace with us. Good afternoon, Grace.
Hello. Thanks for having me again. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. And how's the weather up in Newcastle?
Scorching, absolutely scorching. I've been to timeout this morning, and it's absolutely scorching up there. So,
fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. And guys, working in the chat, if you like the video, like what you see, then hit the like button. Also, smash the subscribe as well. I've had about 55 new subscribers from social media. Thank you very much indeed. And that's in 2 days. I'll smash it. Absolutely. Thank you so much indeed for that. If you'd like to super chat, then click on the dollar. And if you'd like to become a member, then just click on the join button. The link is actually on top of the chat as well. And also, please keep the chat clean. No, respect each other's comments as well. No capitals. No talking about different channels. None of that as well. And there you go. I'm going to go straight onto the chat, to the comments as well. Tom said, we're getting next. We're going to chat about him later on. It's all about the free players. We're going to chat about. We're going to cover that as well. We got 2 tools in the chat. I hope you're okay. Keep it civil. Absolutely right. Enjoy the show. Thank you very much indeed for that, Jules. Raging, thanks to you. Absolutely great. And also for Gareth and his wife as well. Big up to the mods and big up to Grace and everyone in chat as well. And if you haven't checked out the video I've done yesterday, which is Asensio and Diaby, check us on that as well. 1,200 views I had in 1 day. Thank you very much indeed for that as well. So, Grace, we're going to talk about the Newcastle issues out of the club. We're going to talk about Jeff Hendrick, Dwight Gayle, and we're going to start with a bit of news about Kieran Clark. According to reports, it was tweets from Craig Howe, Mike McGrath, and Keith Downing that Kieran Clark's time at Newcastle United has come to an end. He's got a medical today or tomorrow, in the next 24 hours. And Kieran Clark, he's been in the club since 2016. 114 appearances for Newcastle and banged in 11 goals. And in my opinion, all right, he's been a great servant at the club. He's got us promoted. He's going to be a part of our legacy on that. And he had good, decent games. But the problem is, right, he hardly played for the last couple of seasons. Yeah, and he should have been away a couple of years ago. And Grace, what is your take on Kieran Clark? And where do you think he'll go? And where do you think he'll
the exact same as you, John. I think that he should have gone a couple of seasons ago. I just think for what Newcastle's aiming for, he just doesn't fit the cut anymore. He's a championship player all day long, and he served Newcastle well, and I think just his time's come. Is it Sheffield? Is it Sheffield United he's going to?
Yeah, he's been examining a medical for the next 24 hours, according to Craig Howe, Mike McGrath, Keith Downing, and a few others as well.
I think he's a good player. I think that when he got sent off in that Norwich game in the first 10 minutes, it just showed his lack of quality. So it was a stupid sending off, and then he got sent off again not that it's a Premier League game, when they went to Saudi and played there, he got himself sent off again. So, he's served Newcastle well. I wish him the best of luck in his future. I really do. I think he'll make a good addition to Sheffield United.
Yeah, absolutely right. Exactly what I'd like to see as well. But the fact is as well, it hasn't been that great. And when he got sent off, I'm going to, I love Eddie Howe. I'm going to pick up on it because I'm honest and I'm going to say the truth. And I'm going to kind of call him Eddie out for that as well, for playing him, which he didn't have to play. And he should have played Federico Fernandez that day. And he didn't. And like you said there, he got sent off against Norwich, got sent off in Saudi. His time was done. He was done. And like I said, I'm not going to criticise him, but at the end of the day, not good at all. And yeah, like I said, the appearances, he came to Newcastle under Rafa Benitez, £5 million, decent there. And the one strong thing about Kieran Clark should be used for Sheffield United is got set pieces, 6'1", and he gets to the end of headers as well. Just scores quite a few goals from set pieces. So he's not a bad player, but for the Championship.
Yeah, I think he's champion. He's a good Championship quality. I think that he's not Premier League, and for what Newcastle are aiming for, in a few seasons, wanting to be the top of the Premiership, wanting European places, he's not going to cut it. He's best off going somewhere else and getting a game somewhere else. I think that he probably played against Norwich because Eddie Howe probably wanted to give people the opportunity to players an opportunity to show them what they're made of, and just Kieran Clark sadly didn't come through. But I just think best of luck for him. I think he'd be a really good championship player when he gets there.
100%. Got some comments as well. Got one from everything said about Creta. We're going to come on to later on, but I will report back to Kieran as well. Big up to Ciaran, John Greers. Hi to you, mate. 2 stores back Creta. Ben Jackson now saying no bids has been placed. No one has a clue. Exactly right. Exactly. No one don't know. That's why I don't say a lot these days. You know what I mean? I just look at it and I just dissect it, and let's wait and see what goes on. We all know the ones that have been put in the U23, their time is up. Yeah, we got other 2 players commenting in a bit. Big up to Dennis. Dennis, please hit the subscribe button, my guy. That'd be brilliant. And tune from Melbourne. Yay! It's about 1 o'clock hello in the morning, 2 o'clock. Big up for Dennis. If I was doing a watch along who's feel full nil down, I'd just tell him to stay in bed because that's how I see it. But you know what I mean? But listen, Dennis, smash the subscribe, mate. Thank you very much for joining on from Melbourne. And big up to Gareth. Clark is suited to the championship, but ideas behind him, I have to agree. Big up to Jules, one of the mods as well. It is proper sweltering, you absolutely. It is really sweltering here. Big up to Tony, the Red. It's roasting. Hey to Jules again. And good old Boosty back in his normal self. Defeat, another defeat. Oh, man, this guy is done. The guy is done, man. He's absolutely, that guy, real talk, man. That guy, I said he's yesterday's news. And Clark's been a great servant over the years. Let's face it, we knew in Jan his time was up when he was a bust up in that friendly. His time was up from day one. I mean, I wanted him out before he even came in. So that just sums him up, yeah. Big up the Rexy as well in the chat. Hi to you, mate. Afternoon to Rico, Everton fan. Rooms at Newcastle plays 35 million for DCL. But again, we haven't seen that at all. Afternoon, John Grace over to as well. Big up to Luca, the Guna fan. And big up to Jules chatting to Julesy. And everyone's saying, go for it as well. Hi, John Grace. If you had a chance of Diaby or Paqueta, who would you want? Cheers from Dennis. For me personally, I would take, we need a right side winger. Yeah. I would go Diaby all day long. And Paqueta, look, at the end of the day, right, I mean, if he wanted that guy, he would have come months again. So there you go. But yeah, send help for Jules. So coming back to Kieran Clark, obviously, what was his finest moment? Can someone leave in a chat? What was Kieran Clark's finest moment since playing for Newcastle? For me personally, got us out of the championship. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. He got us out of the championship. He did what he needed to do. He served us well. It's just his time's come.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I do, like I said, and like I think I said against this player, the title was death as well. I mean, that game against Arsenal, he did all right, but he gave the ball away, which cost us the FA Cup run as well. But people say it's a lazy tackle pass and that sort of thing. But again, watched it back again. He cost us that game, in my opinion. But like I said, there's better young players coming through him as well. Better players, Botman. I mean, let's be real. I mean, Kieran Clark's not Sven Botman.
He's just not gonna when you think about it, he's just not gonna. If he studies, he's not gonna get in that team. He's not even third reserve. He's just not gonna get in. He's just costing money. He's just costing a weekly wage. So it's time that someone else paid his weekly wage, and we could pay. We can pay a better player's wage. Get someone else in. But yeah, he's served us. He's done well. I think it'd be exciting. To be fair, I'm excited to see what he can bring to Sheffield United. I keep going to say championship. In the championship, I keep thinking he's complaining you. He's not. It's me saying the wrong name.
Tell us. I know what you mean. Tell us about it. You know what it is, right? I mean, I keep saying that as well, but sometimes I make a mistake, having a bit of a Sinclair moment there, haven't I? But look, at the end of the day, I mean, I nearly said Petula Clark, but I realised quickly it's Kieran Clark. Petula Clark, she's a singer, a legend, singer legend. She must be 80 plus now, but she's still got a good voice.
She's before my time, John.
Oh no! Oh no! There you go. I know what you mean. Less of the music stuff as well. How many marks out of 10 would you give Kieran Clark since his stay at Newcastle?
I'm gonna be generous because he's gone. I'm gonna give him a 6. Not in the middle. I think he's had some good games, but he just hasn't progressed. He's not gonna progress in the team. So I'll be nice and say a 6.
Yeah, I'll go with 6 as well. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, I think it's done. Some of the games he's done all right, and some of the games he didn't look that great. So yeah, and I saw people saying nice things to Kieran Clark as well. Some saying that he's just here to waste the squad space. I kind of have to agree, but needs to do better than that as well. I'm just glad that he is. I just wish all the best from Kieran Clark. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. So I've got one from Jules. Click the subscribe. Listen to Jules. She knows what she's talking about. Thank you, Jules. If Mig had a good pre-season, do you think Fierce could be sold to get some cash in to help with trying to get Derby? That is. What do you think of that one?
I don't think Ryan Fraser will be going anywhere soon. And he's been, he was injured towards the end of the season, wasn't he? Yeah, I just kind of see him going anywhere soon. For me.
Nah, exactly that. Can't see it happen anytime soon. I think he'd be a good squad player, Ryan, but if you get Derby, then things can change very, very quickly. Good question there from Mansell. We're going to go on to Dwight Gayle in a bit. If you get DCL, Everton definitely going to get relegated, lose to both Richarlison and DCL in one transfer window. They got to be worried about Anthony Gordon as well. So I'd say Anthony should stay at Everton for one more season. As DCL, not for me. I'm sorry, but definitely not for me. He's too injury prone. And big up to Lee, by the way. Hope you finally got Kamal in the chat as well. Good luck to hello everyone to you as well, mate. Good luck to Clark. There's been unfair commentary recently that he's just sat there picking up wages for nout. It's true, but we see that's what he has to say as well. And Clark has done this job out of his depth now, and good luck to him.
Yeah.
That's from Lee. That's fair enough comment there. Anderson out on loan championship, except West Brom and Mackens. We don't know that yet. We have to wait and see. Hendrick, a good comment to in a bit as well, but I can see exactly what you're trying to say. I want to talk about Dwight Gayle. Now, he's joined us same time as Kieran Clark, really, 2016. It cost us 10.8 million quid, right? And again, when his contract was up, right? I mean, there's clubs who are after him, by the way. Middlesbrough's after him, Watford's after him, and Birmingham are after him as well. So they're vying to get this guy over the line. And in my opinion, he's been at Newcastle for slightly too long now. He should be playing games. When his contract was up and it's ran up at the end of the season, right? He should have just whacked on the fee. Now, whose decision, Grace, to give Dwight Gayle a new 3-year deal? Whose decision was it? Should be sacked because, again, you're wasting squad space as well. I'm not criticising him for staying, but I would blame whoever gave him that contract.
The exact same. I'm the exact same, John. I think that he did well. I mean, he did well in the championship. I think that once again, he just lacks, like Kieran Clark, he just lacks quality. He lacks top of the half Premier League, what Newcastle want to be. He's not there. He's getting 10 minutes game time, 5 minutes game time. Like, he's not getting a lot of game time. And he's just he's just not where the quality that we want, the quality that we're going towards. I think that he's getting that extension, they were probably being a bit generous when they did do it. And to be fair, it's nice to see a lot of clubs sniffing around him because he will be a great addition to a team. So yeah, I mean, I'd be excited to see where he goes to.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, look, he should have whacked well on the fee. I would just say all the best to Dwight where he decides to go. But they signed on a 3-year deal to protect his investment. That's all I was told. Protecting his investment, and not one club came in after him then. They would have thought they got some money for him. It didn't quite work. That just goes to show the Bashi regime. Thinking of good business people, good businessman, when it comes to football, this guy has not got a clue whatsoever. And he's on board saying, yeah, sorry guys, watching you guys and checking on INQUIRIES, being an Aussie, that I must say Greece is much better looking. Sorry, John. Do you know what, Dennis? We hold you for that, mate. We hold you for that, mate. Quickly on back to what we're talking about. Gayle will do okay in EFL. Good luck to him. And I've got Alan, all these players, not good enough. I must have moved on. Biggie, Longstars, Clark, Gayle, etc. Championship players, that's an Alan. And we all night, why his contract was the new John. Exactly. So he tried to get some money and it didn't work out. And Dwight Gayle, championship at best, was never given time on the boost and should have left earlier. I have to agree. I was gutted when we signed Clark, but credit to him. He had some very solid seasons, minus last season. Performed better than majority imagined. So 8 out of 10. Good player for the championship clubs. That's from Foxy's comment. And we got some. Thing is with Gayle, we keep saying he could do a job in the championship. That's based on form for 4 seasons again. I don't see him being moved on now as there are no recent form to judge him on. That's a fair shout, Mark. That's a fair shout. But I think he'd be moved on this summer. He's got this. I think, me personally, I don't think he's got any choice at all whatsoever. I really don't. Big up to Paul, by the way. You're talking about Musa Diaby. For me, which one would you say, Musa or Lucas Paqueta? We need a right side midfielder. I'll go for Diaby. I mean, if you don't get Paqueta, then it's no great shakes, by the way, in my opinion. The problem is the contracts we offer too much for mediocrity. So why would they leave championship clubs? They can't pay the wages. I agree. The sales time up from Ciaran. Big up to I Like Coffee. Big up to Kevin as well. Do you want an ice? Oh, I'm not going to read that. Do you want an ice cream?
I'll just say that's my stepdad, and they've gone for an ice cream while I'm on here. That's why he's put that in.
I know. I'm going to read that anyway. Do you want an ice cream? Yes, please, Kev. I'm going to have a Neapolitan ice cream. Thank you very much indeed. Vanilla, strawberry, and chocolates. Thank you so much indeed. But the thing is, right, I'm not being funny with the Dwight Gayle, right? I mean, he's a professional footballer, right? You know, if he's going to be happy sitting on his backside playing on the bench just for the whole team, not playing football, hardly play, he should be demanding Eddie Howe, right, or Steve at the time, and say, look, I want to play football. I want to be the first teamer, yeah? And guess what? He took the contract, right? No one didn't come for him. And this is the thing. This is what happens when you pay too much money. He's on 40 grand a week, and the fact of the matter is, this is what happens. Newcastle, this is not the first time they've done it. They've done that with Jack Corback. They've done that with Cisco. They've done that with, players who's out of contract, yeah? It's as simple as that. The normal people are happy, pick up their wage, and that's it.
Oh, definitely. I think they're more than happy to sit on the bench and collect a weekly wage, aren't there, some of them? I think that they just get a little bit comfortable doing that. So, it's time for Dwight Gayle to move on, and like we've all said, wish him the best of luck within his future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do as well. I mean, big up to Dan, by the way. Miggy seems to be finding some form, to be fair. I keep in another season. That's getting scared, sir, by the way. You know what I mean? They need some more games. Big up to Wayne, by the way. Wayne, do hit the subscribe. I believe it's your first time. I could well be wrong. Are you hot, John? I will be later on. Don't worry about that. Are you hot, John? Have a ice pop. I will later on. Tony the Red against Gaze Coffee. Don't get too excited. You know what? The only time I'm going to get excited is when you get more players come through the door, which I do believe, and get into the top 6. And that's what we need to get. So I'm so excited either way. John looks amazing in the Newcastle shirt. That's the old one. That's the 2005-6 season one, that is. And yeah, so again, right, I mean, he had, like I said, I hope these 3 clubs I mentioned earlier should make an offer for this guy because he'll do well in the championship. Yeah, I really do think that, you know what I mean? But the thing is, though, these are professional footballers, right? And they should be playing week in, week out, not just sitting on the bench. If you don't get in the team, find a club.
Yeah, The thing is, it must be, and like on the other side, it must be frustrating to be a Premier League footballer and to want to play, but just not be able to get in and just not have that quality to get in the Premier League side, if that makes sense. So there's probably for them, they probably want to go somewhere and want to play football for somewhere and be in their first team and play week in and week out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I do. And he hardly played as well. I mean, he hardly played. I don't know how many starts he had for us last season, but I think it's about 0 by the looks of it, right? And, it's just Steve Bruce is bigging this guy up and saying that, he's going to be fantastic, etc. But at the end of the day, right, it has to materialise, Eddie Howe looked at him, probably think he's not good enough, but I can see Eddie Howe's done the right thing, Gayle, by dropping those 3 right into the reserves, because he knows that they're not going to be good enough, and that hastes their departure. I'll come to Jeff Hendrick in a bit as well. So yeah, I think Eddie Howe's done the right thing there.
I think Eddie Howe, he knows what he's doing. He knows what players he wants to get in, and them 3 just don't cut it for him. Absolutely don't cut it.
Absolutely. I'm going to put some standout performance for Paraguay since the season ended. I have to agree. I think it's going to be a big season as well. If Gayle wants to demand football, he would have done it 3 seasons ago. If he wants football, he wouldn't have signed that new 3-year deal. He's happy to collect the wage here now. I have no fear he will go. The things don't mark me, right? I mean, I can understand what you're trying to say, but if you're a professional, let's make it. If I'm a professional driver, right? I would do title reviews, right? And I didn't get a chance. Really, no. I just go somewhere else. So and that's all it is to it, yeah. But it's sad. But I blame the club. I blame Bruce and whoever decides to give him that 3-year deal. And they're the ones got to take the blame. And that is all there is to it. So, yeah. Well, do you think I'm right there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You are.
I'll go on this one. Yeah, so sorry about that. Just playing up a game. Grace?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. I'm going to get BT sorted tomorrow anyway, because I've got someone coming to be 2 or 4 o'clock. So just go on to Revenge as well. Do you feel the fans in general will be let down if you miss on Paqueta? The story has been around for so long, and photos of him buying our backyard. Newcastle might have to make it happen now. For me, I mean, let's be real. See what happens, mate. See what pans out with Paqueta, sort of thing as well. But we wait and see. Do you think you wait and see on him?
Yeah, I feel like if Paqueta wanted to come, he would have come by now.
Exactly.
110%. But you never know. A lot can change in 24 hours. But for me, he probably, if he wanted to come, it would have been sorted and he'd been signed by now. But you never know. You never know.
Well said. Paqueta Darwin, one not. I'd love it. Brazilian midfielders who are laughing, man. And if you don't get Diaby, would you be happy with Sergio or Hudson-Odoi as backup? I will not take Hudson-Odoi. I will not take him because he's injury prone for me. That's number one. Number two, he's only played 72 games in 5 years. So thanks a lot, Callum, but no thank you. That's just my opinion. Would you take Colin Hudson-Odoi?
No, like you've just said, he's really injury prone. He hasn't had a lot of games. It's a lot of money to risk on someone who is so injury prone.
Yeah, we can't blame Gayle. He got offered a contract on great wages. Football careers are short. You'd be foolish not to turn it down. If you want him gone, then we will have to contribute the players to wages. That's fair. That's from Foxy. How do you Feasting and Withers ball in Aston Tony? With the 5 subs rule, I think Biggie will be used primarily as a sub. Just imagine his energy against tired legs. That's a good shout. That's a fair, good comment. We're going to come on to Jeff Hendrick in a bit. Big up to Dennis as well. Any news on Sergio for Real Madrid? Not at all yet, but apparently Liverpool and Milan are after him as well. I don't think Liverpool as much, but I think Milan are looking at him as well. And he's got 1 year left on his contract, and they want between 20 and 25 million quid for this guy. And whoever gets him has got a decent player, by the way. I really do think they got a decent player on him. He can play anywhere in midfield. He can play on the right, 10, left. There you go. And I think it'd be great. Leon is running for Creta also. Leon? Arsenal, mate. Arsenal, Gareth. You need Virgin, man. Expensive, but they are the best. And I'll look into that as well because I need to speak to BT tomorrow and find out why they did not turn up yesterday because I'm not very impressed at all whatsoever. God, I miss those days of wheeling and dealing in Madrid. The last player we bought, Grace, was a certain Michael Owen.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Certain Michael Owen. And look what he's done for us. He's another one as well. Quite happy to pick up his wages. Yeah, injured a lot. And everyone's bigging him up when he came to us. Like, first season, fine. But after that, he was finished. Ethan McCreel, go on.
Oh, no, I'm just going to say about Michael Owen. And then can you not remember, but I think it was last year when they were on about players coming to Newcastle. And he slagged Newcastle off for living there and saying that no one would want to come, and why would someone come to Newcastle when they could go play for Brentford and be closer to London? And he got slated for it. I'm not a fan of Michael Owen. I just don't.
Not at all. Never. I'll tell you what though, the only reason he came to Newcastle, right, is because no one else didn't want him in top four. No one in the top four did not want this guy. It's as simple as that, yeah. And we were the one who forked out the money, and it is what it is. And there was a big press conference that day. 20,000 turned up for the stadium that day, right? And the fans knew what he was up to. Simple as that. But there you go. You think Chris Wood would leave because he hasn't shown up for training camp.
Chris Wood was at training camp, wasn't he? Did he not come back a little bit later?
I thought he did. You know.
I think he did. I'm sure he came because Bruno and oh God, what's the new one? Spenbottom, and they all came a week later. I'm sure I've seen Chris Wood in training. I'm sure I have. Yeah. I've never seen Manquillo though, so I don't.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have turned up, but we don't know. I know Botman didn't play. I know Pope didn't play. But, you know, Eddie's going to keep him for later pre-seasons. Owen only joined us to make the World Cup squad, then got injured. It is exactly. deary me. There you go. We got fleeced for 16 million quid. We should have gone for Fernando Torres as well for the same money as well. He would have come, by the way. Internationals come up later than the rest, I think.
Yeah.
And no one likes Owen. We get that. Owen wanted to go back to Liverpool, but Liverpool didn't want him. This is the thing. Top four club didn't want him at all. Woods back in training for Tom. And Tony's talking about Woods playing for the Kiwis, I think, probably why he was a bit late. And only joined United to, I think, to make the World Cup squad too. We got relegated, and he was a part of our demise as well. We're going to talk on to Jeff Hendrick. Another one, right? He came and joined us 2 seasons again on a 4-year deal on the free, right? And surprise, Milan wanted him as well, which is true. And you look at his appearances, right? He played 25 games for us and scored 3 goals. I mean, he scored against West Ham, Wolves, and I think he scored against someone else, didn't he? But it hasn't been a success story for this guy. Not at all.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, he's had a few goals. It just hasn't been a success. And then he went on a loan, didn't he, this last season? I keep going to say this in last season at in Scotland. And he didn't even get a start. He couldn't even get a start in that squad. So yeah, like
Republic of Ireland.
That's it. Yeah, and he kind of he couldn't get a start there. So I think he's like everyone. His time's come. His time he moved on. And is it Reading? Is it Reading that's been sniffing around him?
Yeah, I mean, he went on loan Reading, and you know, no official clubs after. I think Reading's the only one at the minute. I mean, they'd love to come back. I think they would want to come back in for him. But the thing with Jeff Hendrick, right, I'm glad he went away on loan because. No, QPR played for QPR.
That was it. I knew it was somewhere.
Yeah. And Reading want him as well. But the bottom line is, right, for Jeff, in my opinion, I mean, I'm glad he went out and played football because he needed games.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, he's not this, he's 30. like he's past his prime. If like not that I think it makes a difference nowadays, but if you're gonna go on like statistics and stuff, he's past his 30-year-old. He's gonna have to. He's not good enough for Premier League. He's gonna have to move on and go somewhere else.
I'm afraid he has to, because at the end of the day, there's better players. You've got Joe Linton, you've got Bruno G, you've also got Mr. You got Mr. Willock as well. Certain Mr. Willock.
Woo!
Yeah, baby. And you still got John Joe Show as well, to a degree. That's 4. And then you've got Sean Longstaff, that's 5. And you've got 5 quality midfielders there. But the rest of them, like Hendrick, I think he needs to be moved on. Matty Longstaff needs to be moved on as well. So let's be real. But I love to always say, whoa, then, did ya? Get in. And,
I love Joe Willock.
I know. You give him a 10 out of 10 every single week.
Every single week.
I know. Knowing you. Also, you should try and see if there's any interest on MLS for all the players who want to offload. And you know what it is, right? I think that's a good idea, because I think you go to MLS, if you're not going for the Premier League, I think you should go to the MLS. I think you'd be brilliant there. You know what I mean? And show what you've got and show what you can do. Thank you, Paul. Back to Burnley would make sense for Jeff. I definitely make sense for him. I think he'd do well. I think Burnley fans would love to have him back 100%. I know that's a fact. Hendrick, great first game, quickly forgotten. And Hendrick was a strange signing for the word goal. Very few fans wanted him. Cheap option. I totally agree. It's a cheap option. That was that. Absolutely crazy, man. Terrible. High tools from Paul. And you got, what would a club think of paying Chris Wood 100k a week? That's worse than paying Gayle 40k. Wood is a bench warmer till his contract round suits. Well, he's got a 2-year left on his contract. At least he didn't sign him, though, Grace, on a 4-year deal.
Yeah, I think Wood was a stopgap, wasn't he? They needed, Callum Wilson was out injured. They needed a striker, so he was a week in Burnley. It put Burnley in a worse position, taking one of their top goal scorers, and we needed a striker. I think that people's quick to forget. Yeah, Wood hasn't been smashing goals in the back of the net, but he was on that pitch when we had our massive 6 or 7 game unbeaten streak. So people are quick to forget that. I do think 100k is hefty, but the club needed it. I think they needed it. We stayed up. He served a purpose, didn't he? It's only a short signing, so he served his purpose. I don't know if he'll see a lot of games next season, Chris Wood, but he served a purpose. He kept us up. Yeah,
absolutely. I think look, he's not my player. He's definitely not my player, but he did contribute. I'm going to be honest with you, he did contribute as well. And I mean, people say I would have gone for Zapata myself, but he got injured a month or so later. He was out for quite a while, and but if he's match fit, we've been linked to Zapata again, by the way. But that's for another show. Do that tomorrow. Bigger to Nigel B. People say we need attackers for Paqueta. Do they not realise he had more goal contributions on our front three for 2 seasons? Plus, he can play anywhere up top or in AM. And that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout. And not good enough for MLS anymore. That's no longer the retirement league. That's from Fox. Yeah, that's fair enough. And didn't realise that sort of thing until you said it. He was done very little, to be honest. He didn't hold up the ball. He cannot pass. So he did nout. Well, he scored a winning goal against Wolves, which got us a win. And then he played a part against Southampton, and that's as good as he got. Against Everton, he should have scored 3 or 4. He was shocking that day. Real talk.
And that Everton game was just, it wasn't a good game for the quality on both sides. And then that bloke came and changed himself to the goal. It was just a sloppy game. That's all I'll say on that.
First half he was okay, and second half he was just absolutely shocking. But the game totally changed by that absolute muppet. He is a puppet came on that pitch and tied himself up. Where's the floor? Where's the floor? And it's just ridiculous, you know what I mean? Absolutely shocking as well. But I was being honest and truthful about that performance. We were absolutely garbage in the second half as well. I'm sorry. And then people on social media are saying, we didn't play that bad, okay. We move on. They were horrendous. But people need to see the whole picture, right? Say it how it is. If you're not happy with the performance, say it how it is, yeah? Because at the end of the day, it's your opinion. And if they didn't like it, tough. I had someone told us to F off on social media when I said honest truth, right? She must be about 18, 19. So I quote tweeted that and said, this is why it's fan base like her needs a rain check, right? And then she never came back on us. Not one. I had about 200 likes that day. Good. I did a media puppet show, and she would have been top of the shots. But that's another day and time. We need a top striker, I see. Cameron, Chris, and Callum is injured. That's very true. We do need a striker if we can. Do you think the crowds at the training ground might be a security problem with the kids running in front of or behind the players' cars? I mean, look, I don't know what you think of that one there. And a security problem in Newcastle.
I mean, that's security's problem, isn't it? That's up to whatever the club do for the fans. I mean, I've never ever been up to the training ground. It's not something where like I would probably go up to and stalk players. But each to their own. If you want to go up and meet them, it's a good place too. But if you're going to go up, just be careful. Don't run in front of people's cars, I guess. I don't really know what to say on it.
Yeah, man. I got to say Adam Pearson, right? He's a full-time YouTuber. Big up to Adam, by the way. I mean, it's a job he loves to do, right? Big up to him. I know he's getting a lot slated again, right? One thing I'm going to say, leave Adam be, right? Number one, it's the job he loves to do. He's got a passion. And if you listen, my guy, right? Send us a DM. We'll get you back on again, right? And let's hope that we have a good night as well. I mean, that guy, I met him lots of times, yeah? Interviews as well. That guy, he's so passionate, he's exciting, and he's just got a buzz about what he's doing. So big up to Adam, man. Big up to him. And have you met Adam?
No, I don't really. I mean, I think I've seen him on Twitter and stuff, and I've seen, like, obviously the amount of stick that he gets off people. I just think, like, if you don't want to do what he does, don't do it. Like, he does that. That's his choice. I think there's enough hate and nastiness in this world. So what's the point in picking on other fans that are just outliving their lives? That's up to him. Do what you want. Enjoy yourself. That's my take on it.
Big up this. There you go. I mean, well said. If some team offered 20 mil for Chris, I would take it and reinvest 100%. Yeah. Before going to more comments, so back to Jeff Hendrick, right? Do you think he should be moved on from Newcastle? There's better players than him as well. That's number one. Number two, right? I mean, for me, marks out of 10. I'm going to give him a 4.
I definitely think Jeff Hendrick's time has come. He served the club. I think that his time's come. He's better off going and playing somewhere where he's going to get a start. But credit where credit's due. A lot of Kieran Clark and a lot of players didn't go out on loan and just sat on the sidelines when they weren't in the squad last season. Sat on the sideline, took the wage and train. Whereas he went out and he wanted to play. So fair play to him. I hope wish him the best in his future. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10.
100%. I mean, look, I nearly said big up then, but not for Jeff Hendrick, by the way. I mean, if Jeff Hendrick had a good game for Newcastle, right, against a bigger team, and he had a wild game, I'll be quite happy giving Jeff a 10 out of 10. No question about that as well. No question. And, it's just, I'm honest with play ratings, and I'm sticking to that as well. Anyone knows where the training ground is due to be finished? That's for Nigel. I have no idea, to be fair.
Has it even started? Is it started?
I don't think it's started. I don't think it's started.
I don't know if they've had their plans and everything approved yet. I don't think it's started. I might be wrong, but it's going to be a couple of what they're doing is going to be a good 2 years. It's going to be a while because they're putting pools and all sorts in, aren't they?
Yeah, people need to be patient. Then we need to be patient. Let them take its course, and then hopefully, everyone will be. We're going to get a new training ground because you do need it 100%. I got Daddy B. I don't mind if I call you Daddy B. They got Hector Bellerin, right? I call him Hecky B. Right, yeah. So we've got this one as well. Like, so Paqueta can play central mid, right mid, on the right side mid, full side, it's value for money. Plus, we know he will link with Bruno immediately. So if you're going to get the player, you need to do it very, very quickly. To be fair, we were quick to write off players off Wood. As of yet, hasn't done enough for the price tag, but at least he deserves a 4-piece season. But agree, if we can get anywhere near the 15, I'd take it. And that'd be a good price as well. I think Burnley may want to take it back. You just don't know. Nobody in Newcastle is a fan of Michael when he refused to play in the last game and he got relegated and targeted Ciaran in this book. I tell you what, the less said about Michael Owen, the better, Des, because that guy is an absolute monumental bellend. And that's monumental bellend. And as far as I'm concerned, the guy's history, 100%. And yeah, you're right there. Refused to play the last game of the season. Shocking. Honestly, it's the parents' responsibility to control your kids and have the decency to respect the player and the space. Can the club do better to protect them? Sure, fair point. That's very true. Jules is talking to Foxy and live your dream course. Most of us won't get that possibility. That's from Jules. And seeing all good chatting to Paul and everyone's chatting as well. I think me and Dan want the Paqueta move, wait and see, be patient. And I see your passion for it. Probably works. Plan completed, but I have no idea on the schedules. Usually 12 weeks for an extension by a small builder. That's the Nigel. So we got the answer there, don't we?
Perfect. I mean, we did need a new training ground. If we're wanting to recruit higher players, you need a good training facility to get them in. So it was a good shout to improve the training ground.
Yeah. You touched on Paqueta as well. That Paqueta used to play for AC Milan, right? I think they got first refusal by the sounds of this. Because according to Sempre Milan, in English is always Milan, which Italian is Sempre Milan. Milano. And Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas has confirmed that offers has arrived for Lucas and AC Milan have an active interest in the situation. Now, he used to play for Milan, right? And also as well, that if we bought him, then Milan are entitled to 15% off the sales. And that is very interesting because Milan has got first refusal. Again, people don't know this, but I've got a sneaking feeling that Milan has got first refusals as well. So what I'm reading here. So again, Milan's in the list as well.
Yeah, I think if he was coming and they were buying him, he would have been first on the list when the transfer window happens. But you never know. I like to see him come. I think he'd be a really, really good addition to the team. But I think it's one of them who's going to have to wait and see. That many names have been thrown around. I don't know, but anything can happen. Yeah, anything can change.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Totally agree. But also Milan will not can't afford the money as well. They cannot afford them as well. Because if they want 58 million quid, according to reports, then, well, good luck, basically, because we're the ones who can do it. But we are not prepared to pay that much money yet. We're going to be cautious. We're going to comment on it in a bit. Adam has suggested on his latest video, and he was worried about the other fans running behind the players' cars. That's from I Like Coffee. Forget Milan, they're too busy sorting out the dodgy account books, and also any order offering to loan money to a pusher as I agree. Totally agree. And like I said, Milan and Aston Fish got the takeover done yet, but they can't even get Renato Sanchez yet. They can't even get that lad from Belgium, from Club Brugge yet. And it is, well, what can I say? And they're supposed to be the Serie A champions. They should be upstaging, and they're not. Do you want an exchange deal for Lucas? Sorry, Grace.
Absolutely not. No, Willick. He's not leaving Newcastle. I will chain him to them doors. He ain't leaving.
Not at all.
Not at all. Can we not have both? Can we have the best of both worlds and have both, please?
Yes, why not? We got the money. We're the richest club in the world. So, like we said, there you go. We definitely sort it out for you. That's no problems at all. And other players should be on this way as well. Should be Manquillo should be on this way. Matt Longstaff should be on this way. Matt Ritchie, Jamal Lewis. I mean, I can't see him getting a team under Eddie Howe. Do you think those people should be in for them as well?
Yeah, I think all of them, all their times have come. I just don't know where they'll go. Like, I mean, Matt Ritchie. I mean, he played well. I mean, it's Gateshead, but like he played well against Gateshead, but yeah, he's all their times have come. If they have the opportunity to get rid of them, I think they should.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if Bournemouth came in for Matt Ritchie, I'd just wish him all the best and just let him go, because at the end of the day, he's been a great servant. I love him in the Championship. He's passionate. I think he is a great guy, and he speaks it. But there's some of the comments I do not like about him. He spoke about the fans, right, once upon a time, when he had a go at the fans about trying to go at Steve Bruce. Now, if Matt Ritchie played for Italian club and he'd said exactly that, I could tell you one thing: all the fans will be after him straight away. It's as simple as that. And before we Foxy's comment as well, you love it as well. I got one over John. Got to get in there sorted. Yeah, BT come around tomorrow. I've got to see what they have to say and get sorted out on a short contract anyway. Otherwise, I'll go with Virgin. Joanne Lewis will get his chance. Trust there's a player in there. That's for Ryan. And yeah, I mean, I take it back on Jamal Lewis. Yeah, I was a bit hasty on him, by the way, but totally agree. And the thing is, Ryan, right? I mean, he's not given a proper chance, you know? He's been injured, but that game against Italy, he was a wow factor. He was a wow factor. Looked after Chiesa with ease that day. And Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup, didn't qualify for a direct automatic place for the final. Here we've got one. Foxy, got one for that one for him. Foxy will love you. You'll love Foxy.
I love Foxy. He's funny as hell. I don't really know what I said. Joe will
turn down Barca and Madrid.
Yes, because he knew I was in Newcastle and he wanted to stay. That's why.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah. Do you think that was true? Do you think that report was true? I don't think it's true.
I can't Sky's reporting.
I'll tell you what, I'll go with I'll go look at Marca and I'll go look at AS as well, both based in Madrid. I will check it out later on. Did he? Wow. And let's look at this one. So yeah, we got one. Leon are desperate to swap Paqueta for Hendrick, but Hendrick has his sights on Leighton Orient. Wow. What can I say? And I've got one for Dan. Big up Dan. Thanks for the kind donation, mate. And I really appreciate that, mate. Think Willock could do a job up top, as he always had his best games when playing further forward. I think it'd be brilliant as a false number 9. I think it'd be perfect if it came to the worst as well. I do like him as well. And Big Joe, no chance. Joe Scapping and Dan, thank you again, Dan. Kind donation again. I feel most fans will be happy with Lewis as second choice left back over Dummett. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say Paul Dummett. He just doesn't really do it for me. I think do you know what? He's a local lad, and I always want to be like, he's a local lad playing for his local team. Go on, but he's just so injury prone. Like he played like a handful of games this season, and then they extended his contract. I was a bit like, but we'll see. But yeah, I'd have Lewis over Dummett all day long.
Yeah. Jamal over Paul, 110% there. I mean, I like Paul, don't get us wrong. I mean, he's been a great son for Newcastle United. But again, he's not winning these games. But then you need him for the 8 English base in the 25. And I could see exactly why Eddie has done that. So we'll see. There we go. John's Milan or Daniel on the Sinclair. Paqueta's coming to the tune. I'm on 100 quid to the food bank bet. I'm not betting anymore. The 100 quid is going in next time I'm up. Because I said that Botman would choose Newcastle over Milan. Did I said that? Or was it the other way around? Nah, I said that he's gonna go to Milan all the way and Champions League, but I was wrong. But football never seems to amaze us, done it. But I'm glad Sven's at Newcastle United. I think that guy's going to be a bar like him, but I should judge him after the season. What do you guys think of Miggy's future? For me, I think he's got a future here. You know, he needs to be staying. I mean, within the squad, I think it'd be good. And look, it's got to be a big season for him, by the way. It's got to be a big season. And I hope that under Eddie Howe, it'll be absolutely good. What do you make? I read that. I keep McCreadle. Decent backup in both fullback positions. Move on, Richie. Do you agree with that one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Richie's time has come to move on and keep Manquillo for a season, but then after that, I'd have said his time is coming to move on.
Absolutely. And also, Dub's agent isn't happy about Dubs maybe number 2. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I did a little clip of that as well, which I completely messed up. But we talk about that about the backer tomorrow night with the guys if I can get them in. Did Richie score in friendly? Yes, he did. And let's look at this one as well. The favourite score. Foxy Riggy's future looks bright. He lives a happy life after retirement in Asunción in Paraguay. And Paqueta is just linked to Arsenal because of the edgy effect that their fans gassed about. Why do Arsenal want him when they have Odegaard or Gibraltar and Vieira as the attacking mids? Yeah, that's a fair shout, mate. That's a fair shout. But these days now, all these paper talk, right? I mean, sometimes I fall for it, sometimes I shouldn't. But hey, end of the day, we'll see what happens. But as far as I'm concerned, I'd love to go with to Milan. Not after the last time. It is simple as that. They also want Tillemans as well. And you check out in the other channel as well. They probably talk about it as well. Dub is tested at left back against Geertz. Personally, I think he should stick to being the backup centre back. That is from. I didn't see that one yesterday. If he was tested and he didn't perform, that ain't good. But you know, you can't. I know it's a pre-season friendly. Are you worried about pre-season friendlies when you get beat? Or would you be worried about pre-season friendlies when you get beat? Or I say it again. Would you be worried if you lost a pre-season game?
No, it's pre-season. It doesn't really matter. It's like little warm-up games. However, I think like if they'd lost the Gateshead yesterday, I'd have been very, very worried. But I'm going to one of the pre-season friendly. I can't speak. Pre-season friendlies at St James's Park, so we'll see. We'll see the better win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I'm going to check tomorrow if I've got that date, so see if I could see if those 2 dates are free off, sort of, so I can come to the games. But I'd love to come to Atlanta game. Me as an Italian football lover, fancy missing Atlanta games. Is that Atlanta on the Friday or is that Saturday night? That's a Friday night game. That's a Friday.
Yeah, the Friday night's that one. Then it's a Saturday. I don't know which one I'm going to. I'm going to one of the 2.
Right. Then you can check out Zapata as well. Zapata's fantastic when he's fit, by the way. And Atlanta has got a good team, but they have Mason signings. Jeremy Boga, they bought him as well for 22 million euros, 20 million quid. So that guy, if he does play, check him out. This guy is so excited. Plays on the left, of course, the Simon right foot. His right foot is like a bullet as well. And if they get Paqueta, would the clubs still go for Diaby, or would they spend money on an all-out-and-out striker? That's a good question, Gav. I'm sure these owners will buy the right type of players, and if they want them, and Eddie wants them, I think they go and get them as well within the reason. So I think Borussia, in my opinion, I've got probably thinking he may have come to Newcastle, but he almost come with a permanent deal and not on loan. Then again, what do we know? It's paper talk again. But he has been linked to us by the Borussia and West Ham. And nice to drink the coffee. If Dobbs come in number 2, that would move him on Pope is better, in my opinion. Yeah, it's true. Big up to Ryan Asensio over Paqueta any day of the week. Ryan knows his football. He's my league gunner of Newcastle on my channel. One team that could benefit Paqueta outside of Newcastle is probably Leicester. Very interesting. But can he afford 50 million quid plus? Diaby is unlikely to move this season if we don't get him, but Paqueta will also have time still on Diaby, but cannot miss out on Paqueta. I regret it, I'm sure. If you miss it on him, Grace, right? If you miss it on him, there's others, isn't there?
We miss out on. There's not a lot we can do.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's the thing. But there's better players. If you don't miss him, you've got Tillemans, you've got Asensio, which is Ryan's talking about. Will come to Newcastle as inspiration and winning mentality of Paqueta. There's just another talented Brazilian number 10. One season to assess the team and to see who plays good and who needs to step up their training too. That's a fair comment. Could you go with 3 forwards and Man City in the pool? Do you have a real striker? So go it on the winger and pack. That's essentially. everyone's Paqueta, everyone wants him, right? But it's all about the crunching. You got to crunch the numbers. How much is Leon wants him? There's reports that saying 43 million quid. There's reports saying 55 million quid. What people have to realize, nobody knows, Chris. Nobody knows.
People don't know what's going on behind them closed doors, do they? We might have got him, we might not have. No one knows, do they? I think just wait and see, ride it out. I think we last transfer last season we signed one player. We signed Joe Willock. It's mad that Howe suddenly the new owners are in. We had a cracking January transfer window, and so far we've had a cracking summer window. So if he doesn't come, he doesn't come. But we've signed loads of decent players.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the thing is, but we had to sign players in January. You had no choice. Because one signing ain't enough for us whatsoever. And talking of last minute signings as well. Can you see a last minute signing?
You never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Maybe not.
You have to be patient and wait and see. Wait and see. Liverpool and City have already won out that striker now. They rely completely on interchangeable wingers. I feel that could be our direction of progress. But attacking midfield as a Nigel. Very interesting. Very interesting. Derby in January. I don't feel Leverkusen are selling mid-season. There's no way of that. No chance. They're in the Champions League as well, by the way. Then pre-season, Johnny, I get you now, mate. I get what you mean. Comfortable maybe. I take Claudinho from Senate ahead of Paqueta and Lancensio. But all three are good players that will improve the team. Claudinho, I don't know a lot about him, by the way. I heard the Senate in Petersburg, not the player. For where we are, second and third choice are acceptable and will do a job. I'd be mourning if we missed out on certain players if we were competing for major honours and comes down to fine margins. That's a good point. Very good point. He's right there. And look, we got to see what happens. Someone come and do a fantastic job for Newcastle. And at the end of the season, Man City and Madrid, Barca will be fighting out Miggy's signature. That's how much I trust in Eddie and I believe in Miggy.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, I've only left on his contract, I think, as well. Could be wrong. Reports were saying 40 mil for Hope before we got him for 10. So I don't listen to reports concerning price. That's a fair shout. That is a very fair shout. Whether the 40 million quid came in, Grace, I have absolutely no idea. I think it's just a bit of a smoke screen for me. Like, you know what I mean? You just do not believe. I mean, I can remember we tried to get someone for 35 million. No one did talk about him. That same player went to a club in France for a lot less. So don't believe what the papers say. Don't believe what the price is as well. Just look at it and just move on. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. But the thing is, with papers and the tabloids and stuff, they want to make money from people viewing it, so they're going to put ridiculous prices on that aren't true because they want you to click on it so they get paid. So you just don't know, do you?
Absolutely. Nobody knows, Grace. Nobody knows people. And just get on with it, sort of thing. Just go along with it. And you just all do what you do is right. It's as simple as that. Miggy's a bit older, so you buy 5-year with Derby and PS and Pack. The only thing I'm scared about during the new ownership is Real Madrid coming in for players like Bruno G. And I'll come back to him in a minute. And that's a good point. Biggest shocker, Ekiteke turns up when nobody expected. He would go off to PSG. He will not be coming here. He will not be coming to Newcastle. No chance.
That would be the biggest shock ever if he rocked up. I think that his agent blew that for him, didn't he? Wanting mega bucks.
Exactly.
I think he's just my quick view on that is. But he's going to go to PSG and sit on the bench because isn't he? So he's not going to get a game there. No. And his agents just sold, for me personally, his agents sold the poor kid out. He could have come to Newcastle and he could have been in the first team and probably getting some games. Where to me, he's just going to sit on the bench. He's just going to sit on the bench there. But
exactly,
that's their problem, isn't it?
Exactly, and told his agent to bore off.
He wants a new agent. That's what he wants. Someone who's got his interests and not just after money.
Exactly. He doesn't care. But a lot of people's going to say, well, his agent's got to do what's best for his client. But if you want to come to Newcastle, sack your agent. But you won't, because I think he's tied in. Have a good rest of the day. If you're in the UK, stay hydrated and get that SPF on. Jules, thank you so much for being a mod. And I really, really appreciate you looking after us. Thanks very much. Unless you could take long staff. They could have took yeah, there you go.
I wonder how much we can sell them for them.
Nah. I mean, I'm going to go back to Ryan's comment, right? The one thing he said there, right? Let me say something, right? I mean, Julian Laurens, right? The French expert on Talk Sport, right? What do you know about Newcastle, Julian? I respect you, right? I really expect you. When you come on, you talk a lot of sense. So they come on, I listen to you. You are absolutely fantastic, mate, right? But for him to come out and say that Bruno Guimaraes is only going to last one season with us and he's going to leave because he's basically saying that Bruno's too good for Newcastle. Let me tell you something, Julian, right? We're a project, right? We're a football project. We're the richest club in the world, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen next season, yeah? We could be finishing the top 4. We could win the title. We could finish 6th, yeah? Have you not been to Newcastle United, Julian? No, you haven't. Come on to Newcastle, right? The first game of the season, have a look at us, and you're going to be thinking, wow, your stadium, your fans going to be amazing. I don't think he's visiting St. James's Park yet, and he's an Arsenal fan. He's a PSG and an Arsenal fan, yeah? So always say to Julian, right, until you watch Newcastle United, so I was saying, keep his mouth shut, right, and stop dissing our club. Okay? It's as simple as that. Bruno came to Newcastle because of a project, right? And he loves Newcastle United. The fans loves him. He loves us, right? And he's getting game time week in, week out, and he's enjoying it. Okay? So, Julian, if you want to come on my show, I'm going to get you an invite, and you can come on my channel, and we just get on, my guy. Okay? Now,
said, John. Absolutely said.
Well said. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to sound like the whip.
Exactly. I'm not going to sound like Paul. If I get Julian on, I'll get you on as well. Only thing I was scared about, I read that. That's a good shot. The biggest shock, I could take a turn stop. Nobody expecting that. I think that's true. And he said at Madrid, 100% for you from Ciaran on Ekiteke. Big up to David as well. I got a ticket for that Atlanta game. I cannot wait. First time I've seen James's Park. So pumped. David, big up to you.
David, you are absolutely going to love it. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. What is that the first game back at St. James's, that friend? I think it is.
First game. I think it is.
St. James's Park is going to be absolutely rocking. You're going to have one hell of a night.
I think it'd be a sellout, close to a sellout that game as well. I would love to go to that game, but excuse me, I think it's work. And Aberdeen's Lewis Ferguson's joined Bologna, so it has. I've been doing good business Scottish players. They do. I mean, they did that. Aaron Hickey, he's just gone to Brentford, and wish Lewis Ferguson all the best. Lewis, speak Italian. That's the first thing I do. Learn Italian ASAP. Darlows is a CF backup, not a league winner. Dubs would sell for a good price. Get us a new striker. That's from Senshi. That's a fair lot. I would have kept the backup, but if he wants to leave the club, new one ain't bigger than the club. We go another 10 minutes on this, man. I know we've got to chat about you and my mate as well. I know Bruno says he wants to be a legend here and asking fans on IG for the best dog grooming and X, Y, and Z, but opinions are subject to change from players nowadays. And that's fair enough. That's a fair comment there, but I'd rather keep Bruno all day long. Don't understand the hype of going to London. Used to go to every weekend. It's chaos. No community. It's dirty, overpriced. Newcastle's like a giant family, and the scenery is much nicer. He's absolutely right. Dan's correct. I mean, look, if you come to the Prem, they all want to go to London. I get it. I get that. Yeah. But if you come to Newcastle, right, listen, coming to Newcastle is absolutely fantastic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just come and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Nice city, Newcastle. You've got a beach there as well. The Brazilians love beaches, by the way. South Shields, Whitley Bay, Tynemouth, yeah?
Yes. I'll say South Shields. I'm like, no, not South Shields.
Big up.
Oh, I think that more. I don't know why every players want to. I mean, I do understand why, because it's London, it's the big six, but Newcastle are going to be competing to be in that six, the big six, to be in that big four. One day, some players will probably regret the decisions by going there and not coming up here. But when when we're battling to be, you know, winning the I keep going to say championship, when we go and to win all the big stuff, will there?
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. And the thing is, right, I mean, I love Italian football, as you know. They're not going to come to Italy to play in Rome, the capital, right?
No.
You've got beautiful cities like Naples, Milan. You've got Florence as well. And you've got some lovely places there. Yeah, Bologna is a lovely place, yeah, to play football as well. But they're not a big club. But listen, at the end of the day, right, the mid-table club, you got that as well. You've got some lovely places. Bari, if they go back into Serie A, you know, again, sleeping giants, you know. Everything doesn't revolve Rome. It's as simple as that. That everything revolves London. And Fox, you've got. So it's only natural that Madrid takes the best players or youth around the world. If Bruno continues to get in person, no doubt he goes. That's football. At least you'll get a huge fee for him, not the end of the world. And that's a fair enough comment, by the way.
Oh, definitely. The thing is, if Bruno comes, plays his heart out for Newcastle, the opportunity comes for him to go play higher or go play elsewhere. I think the fans like him. The fans would wish. I would wish him the best if that opportunity came for him in however many years' time. You know,
exactly.
It's life, isn't it? People move on.
I thought you beat that. Italian means that's life. So it is all it is. I agree with you. I wish him all the best because he wants to be playing the Champions League. I've got also some Ryan go through a few more comments as well. Some issues in the United States. Everyone's go to LA or New York, but don't give a shot to a city like Seattle, which is a beautiful and clean city. That's Avenger. Totally agree. And everyone as well. And some fans place down Madrid and are readers advocates of supposed debt. But no, the biggest football attraction, some fans will call our players snake for going to these clubs. Not me. Not me. South Shields, where I'm from, best beach in Britain and the best what's I say? Best.
I think it's supposed to say fishing.
Efficient, lovely places to eat. Look, yeah, I agree.
I love South Shields. Can I just say I don't hate South Shields. I just prefer Tynemouth over South Shields. I don't want to be getting. I just don't want to be offending everyone from South Shields that I don't like, and I do. I just prefer Tynemouth.
Listen, big up people in Tynemouth and big up the people living in South Shields and Rian. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to you, mate, for living in South Shields. I mean, if I would retire, I'll live in South Shields, 100%. And Clark to Sheffield United, it's a good move for him. Then he'll be released from his contract here next summer. That is the thing. I mean, when he left on his contract, he's got a season-long loan. There you go. And at the end of the day, I don't want it to happen. I just feel this will be reality as we'll become a better football team. And I have to agree with Ryan, by the way, 100% was 10%.
100%, and I think that once we become a better team, we'll probably attract players, and people might want to leave wherever to come to us. It's just that's how football works, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I agree, totally agree. So being there for 10 minutes, going to wrap up there, and just I've seen fantastic hour and 10 minutes, and I'm glad I got you on Grace again. And where do we find you on your socials, please?
I am at G_Thompson_X on everything.
Fantastic. Brilliant stuff. And I've got some more as well. London may be a city, but Newcastle is a home with a big, happy family. That's a fair shout. That's a brilliant shout. Thank you, Gareth, for that. So the next one will be on tomorrow. Madrid and Barca are massive debts, but some time, I think, before that will happen. Well, if they want Bruno, they're going to come up with like 80 million. They can pay 80 for Ronaldo, that you come up with the same money, and then we start talking numbers, right? I tell you what, we take him, but we take Rodrigo as well from Madrid as well. And I fancy him doing a great job. Great show, John. Always like the mix of NGC and International Footy Talking One. Thank you, Ryan, mate. And I tell you what, if you ever see Ryan on my channel, right, on Fans Forum on Match on the Pulse channel, boom, that guy talks a hell of sense. Listen to him all day long. And did you watch us with Ben Jacobs on the other night?
Yes, I hovered into it.
He's fantastic. A lot of people don't like him. People think he's a bit, divide the fans. But I tell you something, this guy is absolutely fantastic. And He is an absolute guy. TBS report like CBS News, and he's athletic as well. I've got to get a journalist on Thursday as well. I believe it's Dominic Shear. I hope it is him. I'm going to give him a contact tomorrow or Tuesday, let him know. These Spanish clubs just keep selling rights to get quick money. Interesting to see how long that lasts. Rage saying, great show, Graham. Be lots of fun. Mod's been terrific. Have a great day, John and Grace. Adventure, thank you, mate. And Shearer saying, great show and Grace. Awesome mods. Need Grace on more often. So I'm going to wrap up there as well. And if you like the video like what you see, then please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button as well. If you'd like to become a member, click on the link on top of the chat and also click on my links as well. And if you'd like to send us a kind donation, then please do that. And Dan Brown, thank you so much for your kind donation as well. £10. I really appreciate that. And also thank you for the mods as well. Jules, Truls, Rachel when she's here, and Tony the Red when he's here as well. And Louis when he's here, and Chesvier as well. And Sportify Newcastle sounds terrible and less intimidating now. How about that? Well, it does done at the end of the day. I mean, do you expect money to come through as well? And I've just got one as well called on a what do you call it, on DM. So it says, great job. Thank you very much indeed, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Grace, John, Gracie, enjoy the sun. And thank you so much indeed. We are going to wrap up. Grace, I'm going to be backstage as well. And thank you for coming. And I'll be back tomorrow. What we're going to talk about tomorrow, we shall have a look. I think it could be Dubraka, the latest on him, and all the latest Newcastle news. And thank you for watching. And I shall see you back tomorrow. Watch what you're doing. Take care.